Hey, we're back. We're back with another episode of Better Halves Show. What's good? How y'all feeling?
Exhausted.
I'm exhausted, but I'm like a kid in a candy store. My week has been great.
What you been up to?
Well, not at home. I'm in Cali. So my sister, my daughter's godmother, she turned 30 yesterday. Came out here to celebrate her
To be young.
birthday. You said what?
I said to be young again.
I know. But we came out here to celebrate her birthday. Izzy did not know at all any plans. I mean, pulled out of school, trying to figure out why we rushing to the doggone airport, all kinds of stuff. Speaking of airport, shout out to the TSA that gave me the pat down. Feel like I'm gonna bring you some flowers later. Like she she patted me down. I'm like, bro, I don't even like this type of stuff, but I think I owe you a date. Um,
Please.
but we went yesterday to Disneyland and excited. I don't know if I was more excited or if Izzy was more excited. It was like just seeing her, she was just like, ee. It was a fun time.
That's
Really
awesome.
fun.
I've never been to Disneyland. I went to Disney World like as a child, but I can't wait to be able to do that with these little niggas. For sure. Like we'll probably start with the Disney cruise because that's like more
Mm,
affordable.
yeah.
Luckily, like disabled vets get discounts at Disney, but
Hmm.
it's still ridiculously expensive. And I just heard on the news that Disney's going up in price,
Yeah.
essentially to make up for the fact that their movies haven't been doing well. So they're
Hmm.
taxing niggas in other places. But like, I think I saw someone say in one of my Facebook mom groups, which ties all into this episode, but in one of my Facebook mom groups that for her and her two kids or three kids, like tickets to Disney were like $1,700, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
that's absurd.
Here, well, from what I'm learning is Disney World is extremely expensive.
Mm.
Disneyland, like me, we also came on on a deal. They had a deal this month. It was like we spent $269, and that was for the tickets and the park hopper. So we got to go to California Adventures as well, which I like better. So it was real
Oh,
cool.
better.
Um, but the merchandise,
OC.
man, I was like, y'all high as hell. I bought two pair of ears and some damn pins. Fucking Tiana pins.
How much did you spend?
$122. How the
Bitch,
hell?
Absolutely the hell
that's half
not.
the ticket price. What
I spent the
the fuck? You could
ticket.
have made ears for less than that.
Where's the
Girl,
damn
you could have
ears?
went on fucking Etsy. You could have went on fucking Etsy and had somebody
Yes,
expedite you some fucking
I got
ears.
these,
they're
which
basic too.
represent basic, represents Tiana. They're basic.
They're cute.
These these are easy. Um, Hers look like beignets, and then they smell like it too. So the
Oh,
whole
that's
time,
cool.
yeah, so the whole time I was standing behind her every time the wind hit, I'm like, man, I want something sweet, but why?
Facts. Dog, I have a candle like that. Every time I light it, I be mad at myself. Like, why the fuck did I
Yeah.
like that joint?
And then I got these two pens.
That's insane.
I want to say the price of one, but I feel like my husband's going, he's probably not going to watch it.
He ain't about to,
Whatever.
you know he
it
ain't
was
about
like it was like $35, wasn't it?
What? No. Hell no. I got a sweater that has Disneyland Resort on it. Me and Izzy both got them. Oh, I'm sitting right here at the stuff where my stuff is packed, so it's all right here. This is the
to. Okay.
shirt. That's the back. This is the
Plain.
front.
Okay.
Okay. This is Izzy's shirt. I got one too. Mine by itself was $89.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, nah. I'd have a t-shirt press. I'd be on Etsy. I would be the craftiest fucking mother.
Girl, next
Oh,
time we
Would be.
ain't
I will
getting
be.
no t-shirts. I
You know, that shit's
mean,
only getting more
bitch,
expensive.
you better go on Etsy and fucking have somebody make you some shirts and some ears, and them bitches is customizable or some shit like that.
Girl, I would have
the
bought something from the
only
airport.
the only reason the only reason why I bought them was because it was getting cold.
No.
And we
Okay.
were there from like 12 o'clock that afternoon to, we didn't leave until the park closed at 11. So we stayed for the light show. We went and rode some more rides. And it got cold. So I was like, okay, we can't stand out here. We in shorts and short sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
Got those $89. I say, I'll be damn. We getting ready to take these bitches back.
Facts. Facts.
Like, I was
Keep the
with
tag
you.
on it. Just tuck the tag.
Right.
Or
I
at
was
least
with
take your
you.
look. Let Izzy keep hers, but bitch, you gotta take yours back.
That shit, all of it going back. Because I was
Well, I
like,
mean,
okay.
is he gonna grow out of hers? They can both go back for real, for real. At least she
Right.
gonna wear hers for a while.
At least mine, as long as I stay the same, I'm gonna be able to wear it. It better
Right.
not peel. That bitch better not break. It better not get no holes. I'm gonna take that bitch
I
back
should
in
be
10
able to
years.
wash it 5 times a day.
I shouldn't have to wash it. As soon as a stain hit it, that bitch say, I don't belong here.
Should magically disappear. Fucking Disney.
For $89 fucking dollars, hell yeah.
Ain't no goddamn dollars.
Crazy.
I was mad. But the food was reasonably priced.
Oh, okay.
I will say
good.
that. So the merch was ridiculously expensive. For the prices that we paid for the tickets, that was good too.
Mm-hmm.
And then the food. So I went to Tiana's Palace. I got the 7 green gumbo with macaroni and cheese for easy and cornbread for easy. $22. I'm like, okay, that sounds like
That's
if I go
normal.
to Razoo's or somewhere and say I want some gumbo, that's how much it's gonna cost.
Facts.
But yeah, that merchandise. Izzy got a rat somewhere around here. And
Oh,
if you
I seen the video. I seen the video of the little rat.
Oh yeah, the ratatouille joint.
Goddamn rat cost $20 dollars. I was like, Ratatouille, keep his ass here, man. And then people talking about some, oh, you didn't bring me nothing. Hell, I barely made it back.
Dog.
Arms,
You ain't bring me
legs.
nothing.
Rich and I was sharing that shirt.
Did you cash at me to bring you something back?
Fact. I'm like, man, I gotta live to see another day.
God.
Easy asked for some popcorn. I said, hell no, you don't need none. It's gonna hurt your teeth.
Oh shit.
We got popcorn. We got popcorn elsewhere.
Got
We got
popcorn at
popcorn at the
home.
store. We go to Walmart. She talking about, can I have a balloon? Hell no. Why? You can't take that shit home. We don't live in California.
Facts. Facts.
Getting a $30 balloon to leave here. No.
You said a $30 balloon.
I don't know if that's how much it costs, but it seemed like
It doesn't matter. It's gonna lose helium.
Isn't it
It's
because like the ears inside of like a small? It's like a big ear inside of like a
no,
small ear. Some
this
shit like
was
that.
this was a big Max or big whatever. White marshmallow looking dude. He is. And he had like
Baymax.
a red, yeah, that's his name. Had
Baymax.
Red something in front of him, I think like a little heart or him holding a balloon. I don't know. She was like, Mommy, can I get it? Fuck
Bitch,
no.
that bitch was probably $50. Oh, especially if it was a big Baymax, that bitch was probably $50.
But everybody had, now the ones you talking about, everybody had those. I was like, I'm not paying for this shit. I can't take it on the plane. I'm gonna have to buy the bitch damn seat itself.
Facts.
Because you going home.
Facts. Everything is going home. That's crazy.
So the food, everything, it was good. And it was good too. Everything was good.
That's good.
But that merchandise, I said, next time I come, Izzy ain't getting shit but from something from Walmart. We not doing
That
this.
part, them tourist places all around Disney.
I'm pretty sure you can find ears at Walmart.
I'm pretty sure there's a nigga on the corner selling ears. Like, what are you talking about? Ears and ponchos. He got you covered. Okay.
Ears and ponchos.
All I know is I said, Izzy got enough stuff to look like she been there for 3 days. Like she spent the night and got more shit. But if we come back, she ain't getting all of that. Hey man, mommy, I need a new sweatshirt. Sucks to suck. You should have stayed that size. I'm not paying that much no more.
Shouldn't have grown.
Nigga, you better use mine.
You better learn how to start saving up your little bit of money if you want.
Right.
That's a lot of saving though. Goddamn.
Man, she
That's
better
an
start
allowance.
saving. She better start saving now to make it when she's 16 to go again. I don't know, but
that's what I'm saying. I'm okay. So that further confirms that I'm going the cruise route because at least all of the food and all of the activities are included. Yeah. Merch might still be on the more expensive side, but I don't think it's that.
We'll at least you have time to save up for it.
I also have far more children to cover, so
yeah. But I was even with all of that, I was like, it's fun here. It is. Like it. Kids, I'm glad I did it the way that I did it. Mm-hmm. I took her where she's going to remember it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I did. I've seen a lot of people taking their newborn babies.
Yeah, no.
Newborn babies. And I'm like, what?
I mean, other than the fact that they're free, they're not going to remember it, though.
The fact that you around all these people. Like, one lady looked like she had just pushed her child out yesterday, said, oh, shit, I have a Disney pass, and came.
This joint expires tomorrow. That's crazy. Yeah, I couldn't. I wouldn't do that. I would at least wait until this one is like minimally 4. I feel like 4.
I would say 4 or 5.
Something. Yeah, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Because then that puts our Izzy at like 14, 15. Which, Disney's for all ages.
So. It really is, because I was in there.
I love her to pieces. I love Izzy to pieces. I love Izzy to pieces. Fingers crossed you at your mama. I'm just joking.
All right. And on that note, let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. Let's unpack this. So today's episode is about Gen Z and in general, just how a lot of women are choosing to not have children. Oh, we lost Brett. So I'm going to play a video. I'm going to play 2 videos from the perspective of women who do not want to have children. And then we'll chat about it just a little bit. Okay. We're going to start with these ones.
Gen Z is not trying to have kids. And I don't blame them. Because I ain't trying to have them little shits either. But the government is shaking in their boots because we don't want children. Our grandparents and parents are shaking in their boots because we don't want children. They keep asking why. I'm going to tell you. Probably because we can't afford to. Y'all do know the cost of living went up 68%. But our wages only went up 18%. Y'all do know that, right? We don't even know if we're going to have a suitable earth to raise our kids in the next 40 years. And you want me to bring a child into this world? And I'm not saying all of Gen Z, because some of y'all took the risk. Me, personally, and the vast majority of the people I know, they're not even thinking about it. Not even trying to consider it. How are we going to have children if we can't even afford ourselves? I know people that's so backed up on student loans, they just don't want to pay for that shit no more. And since the government is getting so upset about it, my honest take is the government only wants us to have children so we can go back and ask the government for help. The help that they're not even going to give us. The help that they're going to claim that they don't have. But they had billions of dollars to fund the war in Israel, though. They had billions of dollars to bring migrants across country. But our healthcare system and our school system is still fucked. Gen Z is the most unhinged, most honest, most I don't give a fuck generation there is. So if you think Gen Z is going to fall for we need to have kids to better our population, you're smoking! Because it's not happening. Everybody keep asking us what we going to do when we get older. Who knows? Who knows if we're even going to get older? I might just off myself before I even get that old, to be honest with you. And if I don't have kids, my money will take care of me. That's the least it can do. I hope it's going to be worth anything by the time I get that old. I actually hope it's just going to be earth by the time I get that old because, goddamn.
Okay. So that is one video. I'm going to go ahead and play the other ones, and then we can just chat about all of their points at the same time.
Okay.
Okay. Asia, you look like you have thoughts.
I do, but I'm gonna hold off.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna play the second video.
I don't want kids. I've never wanted kids. And when I say that, people get so mad. You do with your uterus what you want to do. But why are we mad at me for what I want to do with mine? We don't share organs. This isn't a communal uterus. People act like me not wanting kids means I'm dooming humanity to immediate extinction. Daddy, chill. Now, just to be clear, I think it's great if you have kids, love kids, want kids, are the center of your universe to make your life complete, make your world go round. That's great for you. That's just not how I feel about children. A child would not make my life complete. A child would actually ruin my life. I want to learn languages and travel and meet new people. I want to explore new interests and hobbies and develop myself as a person. I want to read and relax and enjoy a life of peace and quiet, and then I want to die. Now, motherhood, to me, in comparison to what I want, sounds like a literal curse. I curse you to birth a creature that'll literally rip you in half. Then you must care for it forever, support it financially, and love it unconditionally. You must give all your energy and all your time to this creature. You can never take a break. You can never relax. You can never sleep. You can never pause. You must be a slave to this creature, and you have to enjoy it. What? No. And for a lot of people, the only way they can tolerate being around their own kids is to put them in front of a screen and rot their brain with pictures of dancing fruit all fucking day, just to keep them still and quiet. If you don't like interacting with children and you just want them to shut up and be still all the time, why did you have kids? Have you ever met a child? They're insufferable. Again, if you love your kids, you should. Good for you. Kisses and hugs. I think they're fucking annoying. People put more thought into their coffee order than they do into having kids. Maybe make parenthood look less fucking miserable? No, think about it. Just kidding, I still won't do that, ever.
All right. So we've heard from two ladies who share thoughts with many others. But I think that covered most of the points that most people say when speaking about not wanting children. So I'm going to allow Asia to start because she has the thoughts.
Okay, first off, I thought I had a brain cell left until I heard them speak. Okay, first off, Gen Z will never be as unhinged and as honest as millennials. Fuck off. Baby girl, we done lived through recessions, depressions, medications, all corona, the goddamn Zika, whatever else we didn't fucking live through. Girl, shut your ass up. You lived through one disaster.
That's facts, though. That's facts.
They've only did what, corona?
Yeah.
They've only had corona. They've only had this and what, this recession? And this ain't even a recession.
By her age, we have been through Trump. Not Trump. Sorry, not Trump. Bush and Clinton. Bush, Clinton, we done been through
9/11, baby girl.
Mad Cow.
Like, baby girl, you.
What was it? The bird one too.
Bird flu.
Bird flu.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sitting here like, oh, she said we lived through, baby. You could never be a millennial.
We're some strong individuals.
That's the hell I'm saying. I mean, if you want to go off yourself because somebody said go have a kid, go do it.
But that shows how weak you are, man. Okay. Let me not say that. Don't want to get canceled.
I don't care. No. I'm gonna stand by what Brittany just said. I'm gonna stand by what Brittany just said. If you want to do it, because you decided to go have sex and have a baby, and somebody said keep the baby girl, that's your problem. Go off yourself then.
All right. Yeah, I mean, any other thoughts
from Asia?
from Asia before I move on.
Okay, wait, okay, but forget all that, right? It's okay to not want to have kids.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
It is definitely okay, but don't say that they're a burden on everybody, because they're not. They're just a burden on you. Yes, you want to go and you want to go and travel, and you want to go and speak other languages, and you want to go do all this, then do that. But don't say that a kid is a burden, because baby girl, you might bring one into this world. Fingers crossed you don't fucking procreate, but you're probably gonna bring one into this world, and it's gonna be as hard as you think it is.
It's gonna be as hard as you make it.
It's gonna,
Yeah, I
you
believe
can
that.
make it as easy as possible.
Yeah.
Do the things your mama taught you to do, but make some
Oh,
slight
not if
changes.
she was raised by these
I was about to
millennials
say
now.
it depends on who she was raised by.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No, you're right. No, you're right. No, you're right. Don't look. Make smart decisions.
As
That's all you
honestly,
can
as
ask.
black women, it is kind of our job. This generation, millennials specifically, because although there are Gen Z and well, not younger, but Gen Z who are starting to have children or of the age of marriage and children, like they're getting there. As millennials, we're kind of the first generation to start breaking a lot of those generational curses. So it is hard, but it's hard because we're trying something different than anything we've ever seen before in a lot of
Yeah,
cases.
like this damn gentle fucking parenting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First off, gentle parenting is a whole different story.
Show me a
What
gentle.
what the fuck is gentle parenting? Because if you don't beat your child, I'm sorry. If you don't show your child some discipline, the way we was taught discipline, then your kid go come
So
out
I was gonna
hell.
say we don't spank our children, but we definitely discipline our children.
No, yeah.
Show me a
And
gentle child, and I'll show you a gentle parent. But since how that motherfucker don't exist,
facts. Britt, did you have any thoughts about the videos before we
I
go off
mean,
on a tangent?
let me see. I agree with some of their some of their things. Like, I mean, it is expensive. Like I said in the beginning, I could have spent, half the price of what I needed to spend yesterday, but because I have my baby, I have to spend a
Even
little
less
bit
than
more.
half, really, because you wouldn't have had a rat. You wouldn't.
You wouldn't have
Would
had
have got
an
that
$89
sweater and maybe
sweater.
some ears, maybe.
I got some ears and food. That's what the hell I would have got.
Mm-hmm.
But financially, you'll never be prepared for a child. However, I feel like some of it is the people's fault on how they raising kids right now, but then some of it is hella expensive out here. I mean, the world is very expensive. You go outside and you spending $50
Mm-hmm.
off gate. So I do believe that, but I don't believe some of the other shit. Like Asia was saying, some stuff is just y'all not gonna have over us. I guess. See, I agree with you, Asia.
Yeah, and I mean, and to an extent, I agree as well. So the financial part to me makes complete sense. But like you said, there never is a right time to have a child. It is inconvenient at any time of your life. Like, the sacrifices you have to make don't start when they're born. They start when the moment you find out you're pregnant. And I get being selfish. I get saying I don't want this. I don't want this ever. I do understand that. I also understand I don't want this right now. I don't want this till I reach a certain part of my life. But at the end of the day, the sacrifices you have to make will be inconvenient no matter where you are in life, whether you are in high school, fresh out of high school, you have your career together. It's gonna be inconvenient regardless. That's just period. As somebody who's 8 months pregnant currently, that's about it. There's nothing convenient about it. I will also say that I think in the first video when she talks about how older generations keep asking, you know, why don't you want to have kids? Why don't you want to have kids? It scares the shit out of the government because, and you can tell it does, because that's why abortion's illegal in a lot of states now. That's why it's a topic of conversation consistently, because they think if we make it illegal, they have to. When, you know, if a mistake happens, you have to keep that baby, and now you're gonna have to give birth to this child. In general, white people are becoming extinct. They are on the chopping block, and so they are trying their damnedest to stay relevant. Between the fact that there's so many interracial relationships and the fact that this generation's not trying to have kids, soon they'll be the minority. Will they still be in power? Fuck yes, but they will be the minority, and that scares them. I do support, like I said earlier, and like we all said, like, I do support you doing what you want with your body. I would never say you need to have kids. I definitely never expected to be a mother of 4 or 3 biological children. I definitely didn't think I'd be having all boys. But in my head growing up, like, I wanted 2 kids, a boy and a girl. That is what I've always wanted. I didn't know how that looked, and it's pretty ghetto. I will say that. However,
it is ghetto as hell.
It's ghetto. However, I do not believe that my life was put on hold at any given point in time because of my children. If my life was on hold, it's because of me. It's because my lack of doing something, not because I have children or because of any of that. So I do think it's unfair to put that type of like burden on a child to say that I can't travel, I can't learn languages, I can't be at peace in my life because
There's such thing
of
as
you.
Duolingo.
Well, there's travel. You can travel with your kids. Like, you really can. Like,
you can. Izzy
or
has
if
been
you
traveling with me since she was 6 days old. She has been on a flight since she was, she took her first flight at 6 days old. Izzy is one of the best people I have ever traveled with. And that's weird to say about a 7-year-old. But it's like, for me, you have to teach your kids. And that's the part that's making a lot of people not like motherhood. You don't take the time out to do what you're supposed to.
Yeah, like you said, they sit them in front of a screen.
Yeah. Now that I do believe that a lot of people, for one, a lot of people don't want kids. I was one of those that did not really want kids. Not because I didn't like kids, but I had already helped raise other people's kids. And I was like, well, shit, I want to do my life by myself. And I mean, and being selfish, I believe it was selfish at the time, but it was okay to be selfish. This is my life. Why have a kid and then fuck their life up? So I do understand, when you choose to have a kid, that's your choice. But I do believe that if you choose to keep that child, regardless of what your plans were prior to it, you need to be prepared to take the time to be a parent. That's why they don't want to be parents. They watched a lot of their parents fuck them up.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's big facts. I think that's another big factor that neither one of those ladies spoke of, but I think a lot of us, specifically Black women and Black people, have seen our parents struggle. Just because of the generation they were in. Like, I mean, my parents were divorced. I know a lot of people, their father was never in the picture at all. So a lot of Black people were raised in single parent households our age. I do think that for me, and one of the big things that Jamal and I strive to do is, I mean, first of all, like, divorcing isn't an option over here. This nigga stuck with me. We said we'll reevaluate our relationship down the line. It was when Snuggles turned 18, but we reset the time. Unless there's something super major,
18
we'll reevaluate at that point. But and I will never be in anything that either one of us is miserable in. But as it stands, we have a solid relationship, so that I'm not worried about divorce. But um, we've seen, I mean, we have two children outside of our household, and we see the differences in them being raised in a single parent household versus Ryan being raised in our household. And that speaks to who's raising them, but as well as the fact that there's only one parent raising them, full, majority of the time. I think that trauma of seeing a parent struggle can make you not want to have children, and I support that, like, wholeheartedly. Like, everything I'm saying, I'm not trying to convince anybody to have a kid, because it is ghetto. I will say that 10 times over. Like, if you
It
can't
ain't what
handle
it's
bodily
cracked up to be.
fluids, if you can't be pissed on, vomited on, like, if you are OCD clean, if you honestly, even if you think that you would not be able to handle a special needs child, because you don't know what you're going to get, like,
Yeah, you have
out of
no
the
clue.
genetic pool. So if you don't think you could handle that, then I strongly encourage you not to have children. I strongly encourage you not to have children. However, I will say that being an adult is low-key boring without the
Without
excitement and the sass and the craziness that comes out of my children's mouths on a regular basis. Like,
And to see how far I can take this mother thing excites me. Like,
yeah,
but it's not. It's still ghetto. But it's like caring for a child is not easy at all. But I think another thing that people are also realizing is they're not trying to better themselves. Some
yeah,
people are like, what's the easy way to deal with stuff? What's the easy way out? You always looking for a loophole. So the stuff that your parents did, you're not fixing that issue to have kids. You're just like, oh, the problem was me, so I'm not gonna have any kids. When
right.
you could easily do the opposite of what
Mhm.
they did.
it's also it's
Yeah,
also the ones who say, well, I'm not gonna have kids, that end up with like two, three, 4 kids.
Also
Like
accurate.
like these guys, like, they're really pretty, and I'm pretty sure they got boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. Y'all are more than likely sexually active and taking the precautions, but those precautions don't always work.
They don't. They
And
don't.
then so you're making this video. You made this video to look back on maybe a year, 2 years down the line, and be like, damn, that's ghetto. Like, I made this video, like, I'm not gonna have kids. Baby girl, you're probably gonna have kids.
There's excuse me. There is a likely chance that an accident could happen.
And a lot of
Uh,
and a lot of I don't know what state they're in, but like you said, a lot of states have banned abortions. They've also banned Plan B. So
yeah.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do in that fact? You're gonna go ahead and keep traveling to another state that has abortions, that has Plan B, because that means if your state banned it, they banned it on Amazon, they banned it in stores, at your doctors. You can't get it unless you're getting it under the table from a Planned Parenthood that just don't listen.
yeah, I think that's the part that scares me the most, though, about abortion being illegal, is because there are women who will take it into their own hands, and now we're back in the ages of people
Falling
using
down the
hangers.
stairs.
Yeah, and like, you know, injuring themselves or killing themselves
Hmm.
just to try to take care of a pregnancy. Which is why and I mean, most women should be. I see the pro-life perspective, but I also feel like that's your body. If you want to have every baby that gets implanted, go for it.
It's also funny because it's the pro-lifers that have had most pro-lifers have had abortions.
That's
There's a there that's I've done I've sadly done the research. More pro-lifers have had abortions and is now like, oh no, we're pro-baby.
Right. I
Bitch,
feel bad.
where were you damn near 18 years ago? Your baby could have been 18. What are you
Yeah.
doing? You decided to make the choice to get rid of it. Even if it was your family who told you you need to get rid of the baby.
Right.
You still had that choice to say no and go somewhere else, because I'm pretty sure if you black and you a nigga, some parents will tell you get the hell out.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Young. But yeah. I also know that like I've also seen women talk about like their body image and them not wanting to alter that in any way, shape, or form.
Let's be honest. These people see Sierra, they see Tiana Taylor, all of these things. I understand they also got access to money. But regular women, if you were working out prior to the pregnancy, if you had a fit body prior to your pregnancy, it's gonna go back to what it was.
Mm-hmm.
If you just had one of these, oh shit, I lucked up and got this type body, yeah, it's gonna go somewhere because all of that eating that you're gonna choose to eat for two and all that bullshit gonna catch up.
For the record, I've
But
lost 2 pounds. I'm so proud of myself.
yay.
Continue.
But yeah, it's like they want their body image, but you weren't doing nothing to work for that body image to begin with. And you go have sex, you get pregnant, it stretches out. Work out. That's the
It's
quickest way to
muscle.
fix
It's
that.
muscle.
I was about to say, I think
Yeah.
also a lot of women when they get pregnant, like you said, they eating for two and blah 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 all that.
Mm.
You can eat for two, but you can also still go to the gym for two.
Mm.
You can still stay in shape for two.
I mean, I hear you, girl. But the way my energy level is set up,
No, but
and
I
I
was about to,
think
but again, Brittany, this is thir- your
my
your
third baby,
third
my
your
third
third
pregnancy.
child that you are pushing out of your vagina.
Mm-hmm.
That's understandable,
Yeah.
because after your first one, your body's just like, bitch, I'm tired. Bitch, I'm exhausted.
God, and I'm
Please
not getting
just
younger.
sit the fuck down. And that's fine. And there's thing continue to work out. Continue to do your little things when you can.
Mm-hmm.
There's also the options of like what you told us your push gift is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get my body done.
Like
Non-surgically though. I
she
just
getting
don't
her
want
body
surgery.
sculpted.
Getting
Yeah,
sculpted.
I mean, hey, I say get your body, but people use their kids to say I can't have kids because it's gonna take my body, or I have kids, that's why I'm fat. No, you're fat because you're
No,
fat.
you're fat because you stayed fat. Because you
Yeah,
chose to stay fat. There's the gym. You can walk. Take your kids on a walk. Take your kids to the playground. Do all that. If you physically can't and you haven't been sleeping, put your kid in a stroller. Most kids like to be active when they go to sleep. Push the stroller in the park or some shit, and then go home.
yeah, 30 minutes worth of cardio is good. 30 minutes, 45
Yeah.
minutes of workout is good for your body anyway. But I think that a lot of excuses are made on other than the truth. Most women just don't want to say, I don't want to be a mother. And
Yeah.
to me, I'm okay with that. I'd rather you not have kids than you bring one in and you do something to it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God,
Or you
Or be
that's
the reason why they're in therapy 20,
right,
25 years later.
right. Cause
that's
it's
like all
like,
those weird videos I've been watching. Like I don't fucking know why. Don't at me, but I like body cam videos, and it's like those videos where it's like, oh, parents realizing when they got caught. Bitch, are you dumb? Like, you drinking and driving with your kid in a car. You are evading the police with your kid in the car. You
Wow.
are doing all of these things and then you look at the police and say, I didn't do it. I don't know what happened. That's my first time drinking. Are you dumb as hell? And you know for damn sure they not a nigga. No offense. But there's a lot of Caucasian people on these body cam videos. Yeah, it's a lot of this skin people, not
Palm
this
colored.
skin people.
Palm colored.
Facts.
Like it's a lot, and then it's a lot of leaving your kids in a hot car. How do you forget that your kid is there?
I don't know, because I know for me, like, I feel like they're there
I'm
when
one
they're
to
not there.
even right, and even when I'm getting out the car now by myself, I still look in the back seat just to be like, did I leave anything? Just to make sure I didn't leave anything.
You never leave your phone, but you leave the whole human being that damn near
That's
killed you.
what I'm
I don't
saying.
understand.
And then
The
they
phone.
go, oh my God, my baby's dead. I left my baby in the car. How did you forget? I forgot my baby was in the how?
Yeah, I've never really
How did
understood
you
that either.
forget?
I'm not gonna hold you. But I also, I'm sure there's a, I don't know. Never mind. I'm trying to be too diplomatic. I don't understand that shit either. I was
There's
gonna be
no
like, I'm
excuse
sure
for
there's
that
like
shit.
a good reason in some
It's
circumstances, but
never
no,
no. No, it's
no.
not a good reason. You mean to tell me you brought that baby out of the house? I can understand if you said, you know what, I left my baby at home by themselves. I can see that. You got that child out of the house, put them in the car,
Facts. You went through all the motions.
buckled it in,
All the
And
motions.
forgot it was
checked on it periodically through, because no mother can tell me that they did not check on their newborns or their child now through the rearview mirror 100 times while
make sure
driving.
there's a mirror where I can see
You
them so that I
you
can look through
making
them.
sure everything is good, and then you get to your destination and say, "Fuck that baby."
Fuck that bitch.
It's almost like that. It's almost like that Issa Rae. It's almost like that Issa Rae meme where she's like throwing the baby in the.
That was hilarious on here.
I wanted that to be a real thing.
I just don't. But I honestly, I just don't. I don't understand. I don't understand. I get it. I get it from the first girl's perspective, because she's right. Our living costs went up 68%,
It's
and
so hard.
our job wage only went up 18. I get that. But you can't plan a child. I mean, you can plan a child, but most times you cannot plan a child.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like when you do, that's when you don't conceive.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When I try, I'm not doing nothing. Like, it don't even happen. But the moment you stop trying, here you are.
Yeah, I think that the financial perspective of just being able to survive in today's economy is the most logical reason to not want to have a child. I feel like any other reason is selfish. However, it is also okay to be selfish. I'm really not trying to
Being
dictate
selfish is fine.
It is. And understanding that you are is even better, because I would rather you understand that you are and you don't have a kid than for you to not understand it, because children are selfish. Mm-hmm. Children have no ability to think beyond themselves, their emotions, and whatever's going on with them. You know what I mean? At least for a while. For a long while, really, because we still know adults that are that way. We're talking about them now. But if you can't recognize that within yourself, then don't have kids. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to be in your soft girl era. You can have a selfish era. You can have a selfish girl era, even as a mom, because it's like, hey babe, I love you, but I'm gonna leave you right here with this baby. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna do something for myself, because I'm the not necessarily saying that they're the only ones staying up, but I've been awake with this baby for most of the day. I've been here with the baby most of the day.
We are the only ones staying up.
Well, what? Wait, we what?
I said no. We are the only ones staying up.
She whispered it because that man walked back in the house.
Oh, okay, my bad. I don't know that life. I don't remember getting up, so we on two totally different spectrums.
That's hilarious. I mean, I breastfed Ryan for 2 years, and because of COVID, he was on the boob. Like, I was home. I hated pumping. I saw no reason to actually, I saw no reason to pump. I'm not going anywhere. So he never really took a bottle. He never really took anything other than breast milk. Honestly, he just started drinking milk in the last year, like regular milk. We tried everything. We tried everything. So it really did fall on me in a lot of cases. This time, that's not going to be the case.
I breastfed, but he knew how to latch her on while I was asleep.
Oh, okay. So I did. I will say that I did have nights where I could doze back off. Like, I wasn't up in a rocking chair every single night. But I will say 9 times out of 10, Jamal will sleep through a cry before I would.
No, I don't know what that is. I slept through the cry.
That's because he's a nigga.
But I wake up and be like, damn, I'm breastfeeding. Okay, let's go.
God damn, I'm breastfeeding.
But and then we also co-sleep.
I co-slept.
Slept. Didn't mean slept. But we co-slept. So with that, Izzy also learned to attach herself as well. So I didn't have to get up in the middle of the night. And so it was fine. But yeah, I do understand when some people say they had to get up. I don't.
Then, and speaking of that, that was another reason that I've seen people say that they don't want to, or they kind of have a fear of, which is, basically like ain't shit relationships, like, because there are a lot of people, and this is a whole separate conversation we can have on another day, but like women who feel like they are single mothers in their marriages.
That's a real thing.
It is a real thing.
That's a real thing.
But it's also who you choose. It's also who you choose to start a family with.
Mm-hmm.
Because you should, if you go, even if you're not pregnant, if you go, babe, I'm pregnant, and he say, oh, okay, he don't have like I know he's not gonna have a joyous reaction right then and there.
Well, it depends on the man. It depends on the man.
But like, bitch, if you don't get on board, I'm gonna have to beat your ass while I'm pregnant.
Well, I like this with it though. You want the man to act like that. You do. You want him to be just as giddy.
Oh, shit.
No, I didn't.
I'm here, nigga. I ain't dead yet.
But you want your man to be as happy as you are. That shit ain't gonna happen. Ever. If you want kids, that will never happen. Because you have a connection that he doesn't have. I do believe that a lot of men carry their babies in their head trying to figure out some, not all, some of y'all niggas is trifling. Where they're trying to figure out financially how to take care of this child and their mother and all those things. We as the women are trying to figure out a way to take care of this baby while it's inside of us. Sometimes we don't even think, especially if we have a good dude, how am I gonna finance this baby?
Right.
We think more on the nurturing side.
I hate that for us. One, just because I hate that you incubate this little demon child for 9 months just for them to come out looking like the other fucking parent, bitch.
Oh, who the hell you telling? Who the fuck you telling? I didn't even cry when she came out because I said this child came out looking like her damn daddy. What the fuck? Had the nerve to keep
if he does look like a little rich.
I mean, all day.
She got some of your features from if you go to the side.
That child, don't pipe me up. No, she don't.
Yes, she do. but when you look at her and you look at Rich and you go, oh, he couldn't deny that baby if he tried.
Couldn't if he tried.
Accurate.
Talk like him, act like him, everything, sleep like him. That's why you shouldn't have a kid, because you do incubate it and it come out looking like his damn daddy. Oh, bullshit.
Now, I will say that do not condone asking women when they're gonna have babies or why they don't. Like, I do feel like that's not anyone's place to ask, because we all know fertility issues are a major thing. It's a sensitive topic. However, if you're going to openly tell me you don't want children, that I want to know your reasons why. I will not convince you either way.
And then
I
if you
don't wanna
and then
hear
if
it.
your reasons and then if your reasons why do not make sense, bro, we done. Your reasons, no, honestly, because if your reasons for not wanting to have a child is not do not have a reasonable answer, why are we together? Because if I'm telling you I'm with you to start a family and do all this other stuff, and then you say, "Oh, I don't want to have kids," but why? Because you're not at that point. You're not in the relationship alone. If I as your husband am to asking you and saying, "Hey, I want to have a kid," and you look at me and say, "Hell no," which for what? Why not?
I feel like y'all
I
shouldn't have
don't.
got marriage without having that conversation.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like that's what I was getting ready to say.
And
Two, I don't.
people do that.
They do.
To me, I don't feel like I need to know the answer why. That's my biggest thing. I don't have to know the answer why, because your answer is going to be subjective to me. I'm not going to agree with everything. Just like he might not agree on why I want to be a mother. Oh, I want to be a mom because I like kids. I don't like kids. That isn't a good enough reason for me. You can go
I
work at a
really only like my
daycare.
own children. I'm not gonna lie to you. Other people,
It be the one. It be the ones that was like, "Oh, I don't like kids." That got like 4 kids on the side
Yeah,
that you don't know
but
about.
but your reasons might not be good enough for him to change his mind. So to me, we can go at this all day on why you don't want to have kids. Well, why do you want to have kids? We can do that all day. The thing is, you don't want kids. I want kids.
yeah,
Can this problem be solved between the
no,
two of us? No. So we can't be together. I don't, conversation is over. I don't want them. You don't want, I mean, I want them. You don't. The answer is no, because I'm not going to get myself pregnant to set myself up.
right. And then
And
in the
if
case
I'm,
of a woman not wanting a kid, like, that postpartum gonna hit hard. It hits hard regardless. Like, it
mm-hmm,
doesn't always come in the form of depression, but it is a hormonal fucking flood, or really the opposite of a flood. It's everything leaving.
is everything leaving? Yeah.
So
It's like a
it's
So
like
what I
rock
desert.
didn't
bottom in
so
hormones.
there's one thing I didn't know is that men can have postpartum.
Mm-hmm.
And it was something my doctor and of course TikTok told me about. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes. Because
And it's
again, they
and
go
it's
through,
still it's still a shock to me because I'm like, they don't know what the hell I went through, but it's also like they lived through that 9 months that I was incubating its fucking twin
Yeah.
just for just you know you might not be as on the I guess on the you might not be as happy as I am right now, and you might be stressed, but we in this, so you're not in it
well,
alone.
I mean, as women, we can say that. As women, we
Yeah,
say, well, shit, I have to now put if I'm not getting an abortion, I'm taking on this child if I'm not getting it up for adoption. So shit, I have to make this work. And we have that. Now, men, we do give them the option. Well, this my baby. I don't carry this baby this long. The nigga be like, well, shit, bye. You do it. But they do carry them in a way that we don't carry them. Again, we
mhm.
carry them emotionally. They carry them in their pockets. They
And
carry them
physically.
in their brain.
Right.
Yeah. And then on top of that, after we have the baby, most women say, well, damn, I done carried this thing for 9 months. Here you go. And they really do the bare minimum when their husband and stuff is around. So the guys, they're like, well, damn, she on maternity leave. I gotta pay all the bills right now because most of us don't get paid. Some of us don't get paid, leave and all that shit. Yeah. Now he's like, I gotta take care of myself. I gotta pay for her. I gotta pay for this new baby. Do we got more kids?
Mm-hmm.
And all she doing in their head, because they don't live what we go through. We don't live what they go through. In his head, he like, all she doing is sitting there breastfeeding a damn kid. She could be doing something. And now it's like a big thing. But so the depression for them is completely different for us. Ours is we done had emotions going up and down, left to right, trying to figure out who the hell we are, plus this person inside of us, where they've done it and they've stressed over money, all that bullshit. So then they're depressed.
The logistics.
The logistics of it all.
And honestly, you lose your significant other. Like, not completely, but if this is your first child, the dynamics of your relationship change too, which is also like, once again, a whole nother conversation that we should definitely have about postpartum and like the ins and outs of it.
That's a conversation for after Tristan is born.
Yeah, we got to keep it real to my life, huh?
Gotta be like
topic right on track with my life. But yeah, I agree with that completely. Like I've said a few times throughout this podcast, if you don't want to have kids, don't have kids. Like, I am not the one to tell you to have them. Like, when I tell you everybody else's kid, okay, maybe not everybody else's. I do have a couple friends whose kids I like. However, for the most part, I don't.
I like people kids for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Me and Richard have a 20-minute rule. 20 minutes, I like your kid, I bounce your kid stink, I hand it back. The time doesn't start over. It stops. You get back. We do whatever we gonna do. But I don't, it's not many kids that I love kids. Let me start there. It's not many kids that I like to have permanently in my household. 3 is my max. I love them. I might throw my niece in there. Love you, BB. In there every so often. But if you waiting on me to call you for your kid, no, I'm not doing that. If you waiting on me to have another one, not doing that either. I'm at my max.
Yeah, I thought I was too. But apparently there were other plans.
But even with the kids part, a lot of people, you go into marriages or you go into relationships as a fucking parent. A lot of people are either pregnant, getting married, already have kids from a previous relationship, or you and that person got a kid. So y'all don't even know who you are as a couple.
Damn,
Everything
that's crazy. That sounds like Brittany's story.
Like, everything. All accurate.
Yeah.
Pregnant while getting married and came into our relationship each with one child.
Damn, I'm sorry. I just pulled that out my ass. I didn't do that on purpose. I was not.
Fine. Totally okay.
And when I was describing it, I said, or you're doing this. I didn't say and.
Well, mine was and.
But yeah,
okay, read my life. Go for it. I'm an open book.
At this point, absolutely.
I've been podcasting for 2 years. Complete open book.
I wasn't, what you call it? I wasn't, let's see. I didn't bring a kid in. However, I was pregnant before we got married. He brought 2 in. And then, I think, a year later, got married. So, yeah, after she was a year.
Yeah, we got married when I was 36 weeks pregnant.
Damn.
At the courthouse.
And the story is fucking ridiculous. And I didn't find out till a week later.
Well, at least you found out a week later. Most people found out
But
a
I
year
was
later.
I was the one. I was the first at that point. I was the first of our friend group to find out.
Most people
And it
found out
was
a year later. I made an announcement on our anniversary, and that was about it.
Oh, by the way, we're married, bitches.
Yep, and we have been for the last year.
she posted
We-
all the like little wedding photos from the courthouse.
The
And
wedding
everybody just
photos. I posted a picture of the certificate because I didn't have time for niggas being like, "What do you mean?" So I put the wedding certificate up there. I just, blocked out our addresses and personal information. But yeah, but
I was
that's here nor
told.
there. We are off topic. Did anybody else have a comment about the topic before we wrap shit up?
be
You should a
cautious
penis if
of
you don't want kids.
You said what?
I said like you should a penis if you don't want kids. Wrap that shit up.
Wrap that shit up. They have female condoms. They have male condoms. They have birth control of all sorts. You have all
And
of
none of
these
it's
options.
100% though. Let's keep that
No,
in mind. None of
no,
it is
none of
100%.
it. None of it is 100%. So
The
what you
only way
might
you can
think,
guarantee you won't have kids is if you don't have,
yeah,
or if
buy
you
a
rip
bunch of
out your
toys.
uterus.
or if you rip out. But that's the thing though. Medically, a lot of doctors won't do anything of that sort.
They won't do it until you it's almost like when you're transitioning, you have to go through therapy. You have to get a first doctor's opinion, and then you have to get a second doctor's opinion.
A lot of times they want you to be over a certain age, already have kids. That's the other thing. Like men can get
Mhm.
vasectomies whenever, but for women, you have to be over a certain age, already have children. And there are doctors who won't do it. You could have 4 boys and they will tell you, nah, because you're going to want a little girl. No,
Mhm.
because you're not married yet. Like
Yep.
there are doctors who will put that on you. So like really it's not an option to rip your uterus out. Like
Hell, it's not even an option to tie the tubes when
yeah.
you want
No,
to. I got mine done in North Carolina, and because that's my body, my choice. I didn't have to have Richard agree if I wanted to do it. I could have just showed up one day and said, "Hey, I got my tubes tied."
Right.
But as a wife, I did ask him multiple times if it was okay
Yeah.
because I didn't want to do something just because I say no now, I might say yes later. I didn't want to be like that. But had I waited to get to Texas, I don't think they were my body, my choice state at that
No,
time.
I doubt it.
I
They
would have,
still
yeah,
aren't. Bro, what you mean at that time?
they
yeah.
still.
I mean, it's
They
Texas.
still aren't.
They Texas. But I would have had to have his permission. They probably still wouldn't have done it because I was 28 when I got my
You
tubes
only had
tied.
one daughter.
Yeah, I only had I only had one kid, period.
Sure.
So, I would have had to have all of this other paperwork done. And I'm like, all because I'm saying I don't want to be a shitty ass parent. What if I messed up this one? You don't even know if I messed up this one already. It's been
Exactly.
2 years.
Like, are you gonna pay for this? Because the fuck is happening?
You should probably
And
put my first kid. You should put my first kid through a psychiatric
I feel,
review, and ask
And then
them.
tell me that I do it.
I feel like a lot of people, and I mean, it sucks. This is where y'all gonna find out that I'm not a true feminist. I feel like a lot of women should have to go through psychiatric testing before having a child.
Does that
I
make us all
believe,
not true feminists, bitch? Because I agree.
I 100% agree.
I believe, and these are my beliefs. I believe that as a couple, you should, when you do marriage counseling and shit like that, you should have to go through parenting stuff. You should, that way these questions of do you want a kid come up before I walk up to you and say, hey, do you want a kid? And he say
Right.
no, and I'm like, too late. I'm already pregnant.
Mhm.
There's nothing I can do. But you should go through parenting classes. Should go through all of this shit.
Honestly, all of that needs to be like in high
Yes.
school or college or something. It needs to almost be like
Before you
instilled in
even,
your education.
And when
it
the
got to be
child is
something.
born, I believe that you should have mandatory DNA test. I believe that.
Oh, Absolutely. Absolutely. Because why you gonna make a man pay for, you know what, not my whole topic, different topic.
Yeah, that's a
Be
good one.
be cautious of who you have a child with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's easier said than
That's
done for some. Because
Once again, what chapter are we on in this book of mine? I'm trying to keep
I
up
mean,
with
it
how
is,
fast
but
you're
it's not,
reading.
but it's not just you.
No, I know it's not just me.
But
But
it's also like,
I'm the only one right here in this room that represents everything she said.
I think,
sorry.
I think I've never wanted to slap somebody's baby daddy so much since I've met Brittany. I'm just gonna let you know.
Nah, I've wanted to slap a few baby mamas, baby daddies. Don't know if they the actual daddy. Don't know even know if they the mama. Shit like that. I want to slap a lot of them because I believe they should have been in the category of I don't want kids, or at least I don't want kids with you, type
Those
thing.
those instances we were talking about, like leaving your kid in a car and shit like that. Those are the people who you need to question everybody, but there's no reason you should leave your kid in a car.
I also think it's really important as we talk a little bit about the mental health of it and like a psychiatric evaluation. I think those should also be mandatory postpartum. Because a little questionnaire on my 6-week checkup.
I'm a lie like hell.
Exactly.
So you don't give me no more damn medication. I didn't want all this shit.
Exactly. I think there's a lot of checks and balances that go into it when it comes to mental health. I think that having a child, more or less multiple children, does take a toll on your brain. I mean, it's scientifically proven. Pregnancy brain is a thing. Mom brain is a thing. Going from only having to think about yourself and what you need to do today and what dates are important to you and what people are important to you, to having to now worry about what my child now has to do every single day, when their birthday is, when this game is, when that, like, all of that now clouds your ability
Everything.
to cognitively get through your day.
Or it's you don't have a choice but to think about this little person.
Yeah.
I'm
Absolutely.
like yesterday we was on a roller coaster. Izzy's never rode one, right? I don't ride them either. And so I'm like, okay, cool, we're gonna do this. And we get on it. I have no clue what this ride is gonna do. I just know that I'm on here because she wanted to do it. Well, the ride goes up fast as fuck and then comes down just as fast. And you're lifted off of the seat. And it did this 10 times. It did it 10 times. I was scared 10 times out of all of this shit, okay? So, but at the time, I can't react. I'm sitting here getting ready to shit myself.
But you gotta make sure you're good.
My baby is like right here. I'm like, hey man, you're the strongest thing in the world, man. You're 7 years old and you're doing it. You're so good. Don't be afraid. Don't be this. And I'm like, bitch, do you believe this shit that you say?
Nope.
So it's like you can't be selfish when you have a kid. So I'd rather a person say, hey, look, I don't want kids. I'm selfish. Have all these damn kids. Yeah. Have all these kids. And your brain is gone. And now you leaving babies and shit in cars and shit. I'm just like, oh.
To be completely honest, there's a lot of men out there that should also admit that they're too selfish to father a child.
Yes.
But they don't, because the Bible said, be fruitful and multiply. No, fuck you. You ain't over here multiplying my baby.
I have this image in my head of Brittany doing the mom arm, when you stop a car too hard.
No, see, I couldn't do that because
she was out with me.
Going up. But I was like, I had my arm around her and I wasn't trying to keep her down. I was just trying to make it like we going up together, we going down together. We're just trying to.
We're together. We in this.
This is not. We're not gonna make this about happy tree friends.
Miss Northwest.
Yeah, I had my bestie. We was dressed alike. I knew it was some bullshit when my sister said, Brittany, put your bag between your legs and secure it. Wait a minute. Oh,
Bitch, at that point I would have been like, this bag gotta go. I'm put my
I
wallet
didn't
in,
give a
put my
shit. If it wasn't my baby, I didn't give a fuck what went. These glasses, that bag. I just wanted that shit to stop. But I'm sitting there as a mom. You're so strong. You're so great. I'm so proud of you. This is showing a lot of courage. Like I could stop the shit at any time.
I will say that motherhood has made me a better woman. I will say that. And I can wholeheartedly say that I would not be as, I can't even think of like all the positive adjectives about myself right now. But
y'all are some of the best, regardless if y'all were married or not, y'all are some of the best moms I know.
oh, well, thanks.
Just because of the fact that y'all first off, you put your body through hell, but also the love that y'all have for all of your kids, your bonus kids, all of that. Y'all put that all aside. Those are your kids. They've never been step kids. Those are your kids. You treat them as your kids. And I love that.
No.
Yeah, Asia was one of the people who were rooting for Jamal and I to have one more. So here we are.
Good job, Asia.
Yeah.
I know, right? I've been rooting for that. I've been rooting for this since after Ryan was born. I said, all right, so when y'all gonna have one more? Just so that I can do all of these things I'm doing now, like helping her play the baby shower, doing the gender reveal, just being there. I wanted to do all that, especially if this was gonna be her last one. I wanted it to be special.
There's no ifs.
No ifs. She said, no.
I want you to know this is it.
Because
honestly, the only reason why I haven't gotten my tubes tied is because I would have to have a separate procedure done, because every hospital I've given birth in has been a religious one, and they don't do that.
I'm not gonna hold you. The separate procedure is okay. It didn't keep me down. They went through my belly button, did everything. I was able, like, of course, they told you don't walk up and down steps for a certain amount of days and stuff like that. But I didn't have to take any pain medicine. I think after day 2 going into 3.
Okay.
Because I was just scared to be in pain. I hate pain. So I would take the medicine just so I wouldn't if I was in pain. But when I realized,
that's how addiction starts, right, bitch?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
I'm gonna take
that's
this
why
just in case.
Yeah. Well, but that's what made me stop. I was like, hey, I'm taking medicine. Don't even know if I'm hurting or not.
Exactly.
But when I stopped and I'm like, okay, and I just might have got like because I had steps. So if I did walk up and down the steps and I had to, because you're a mom and that shit don't stop. My husband, he was great. However, when he has to work, somebody got to pay these bills.
Facts.
But when I would get done with that, ibuprofen, that was it. That's all I needed. And it was like the heal time, the only thing. And I don't even have a scar. I have like a little welt, right? Like that big, right on my bikini line. So it doesn't mess that up. And in my belly button, it's just look like where skin grew back. And that's it. It's just lighter than the rest of my body.
That's rough.
So
we shall see. Shall see. But this is my last baby. I'm saying that on the record. This is it. That's
we'll
all.
see.
I'm gonna be 30.
Come on, Brittany, don't.
And while everyone's like, "You're still young," in the grand scheme of things, I am not.
Don't be 50 when your child graduate high school. Don't be 50.
I'm a bitch. I won't. I'll be 53.
Oh shit! Don't be 60. Don't be 60. Don't have another one.
Exactly.
Don't be 60.
As it stands, I will be 53 when Tris graduates from high school.
Hell
So
no.
it is what it
Hell
is.
No.
Like I'm.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. I will be 40, going on 44 when Izzy graduate high school. I will be young enough to still go down to Miami, put on a damn mini skirt and shake my ass. I'm not getting ready to have another one. If I have one, I promise you, that motherfucker name gonna be Houdini, as I take that thing to the goddamn fire station. Won't nobody know but me and God that I was pregnant. Not having it. Not messing up my train.
That's real. That's real. Well, on that note,
So
It's time to
see,
go.
I'm
It's
a
time to
mom
go.
that doesn't want another one.
I'm
It's time
right
to
there
go.
with you. I ain't mad at it. I'm
This
just
got
wrapping
real
it up.
ghetto. This got real ghetto real quick. It's time to go.
It's time.
Thank
to
y'all for
go.
watching us. We
Right.
are a
So
hot
thank you
mess.
guys for tuning in. Drop your comments in the comments if you have anything. If you disagree with anything we're saying, I mean,
Okay.
we'll interact. We'll interact. Anything that we feel like we want to talk about further, we will bring up in our next show. Make sure you check us out all weekend long on here on the HNIC network. Our unapologetically Black weekends get kicked off. I'm struggling. Get kicked off on Friday nights with trivia. So yesterday, because this is Saturday by the time you see this, yesterday, unapologetically Black weekends get kicked off with trivia at 9 p.m. every 9 p.m. Saturday at 7 p.m. That's where you're seeing us right now. You'll find the guys at 9 p.m. in Blurred Trap House. And at 8 p.m. on Sundays, our flagship show, Unapologetically Black, Never Broken, Always Empowered, airs at, as I just said, 8 p.m. on Sundays.
Somebody
For more
else got to learn
content
this
like this,
script.
please like, follow, and subscribe. Find us on all social media platforms. And until next time, we out.